Hello everyone, I'm at the Western Railway Museum, and today I'm with Mr. BART himself, Mr. Andy Payne, who's going to give a special preview tour of the new BART exhibit here, which will open to the public in September.
As you may know, BART uses a unique wide gauge of 5 feet 6 inches compared to the standard American gauge of 4 feet 8.5 inches. And so BART's designers believe that a wider track gauge would provide greater stability of these lightweight cars on curves under high wind conditions. And many years later, we come to preservation. And in fact, this wide gauge made it very challenging to preserve the cars. So in order to deliver the cars and get them into position, WRM volunteers had design and craft these dollies, these transition dollies, which were used to deliver the cars on standard gauge rail, roll them over to this car barn, and offload them and park them. And so the BART cars, in fact, are on a unique 5 foot 6 inch gauge rail. So here we see the Dynaglide current collector assembly, and the role of the collector assembly is to contact a 1000 volt third rail and transfer electricity to the undercar propulsion and auxiliary equipment. So as you may know, BART trains are powered by a 1000 volt DC electric third rail. And here we have a representative assembly of the BART car and its related third rail collection. So you have a 1000 volt DC third rail, and it's being touched by the collector shoe from the collector assembly mounted on that truck we just saw. And this is collected and goes up to the car itself. It powers all its systems. And, this one is the only permanent display of the BART third rail. It's not live. It's only one you could touch if you really want to. It is protected by a fiberglass cover board. It's for safety, and we have all our giant insulators. Yeah, so right here we have 3 different information displays. They were originally installed in BART stations, and we've taken them and we're reusing them to have the story of the legacy fleet. So right now this is the very beginning of the story, the design of the BART car, through the aesthetic aspects as seen down here, and the mechanical electrical aspects as seen up here. So the original lab cars of the 1960s. And if you go along the cars, you'll see the whole story from design all the way to operation and retirement. And also got a few pamphlets too. Welcome aboard A2 Car 1164. This was originally built as A Car 164 in 1973 and served as the engineering modification car all the way through the 1990s and I think early 2000s. We selected this car to be preserved since it represented the engineering know-how of BART to make the cars reliable. So the cars are in great condition. In fact, outside of the high voltage functions such as the air conditioning and propulsion, the cars think they can actually move. In fact, let's go take them for a spin now.
The doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors.
So one of the things we've done is we've worked with the original graphics shop that designed these decals, and we've gotten some more printed out. In fact, you have the Concord one and the Hayward one on this car, representing how a lot of the A cars were out of Concord and later Hayward. So we have our display cases in the 1164, and the first one's going to represent sort of the planning and design and creation of the BART system, and the second one's going to be about BART's influence on other rapid transit systems and also about maintenance. So right here we have a lot of the test equipment used to maintain various components in the legacy fleet. For example, we have the brake line detector tester, and we also have the temperature control unit test fixture used for the air conditioning system. We also have an APSI simulator, the auxiliary power supply equipment that converts the 1000 volt DC third rail to various voltages of AC and DC. We also have a fixture used to maintain the BOIP panel, the brake-on and propulsion panel, which is mounted inside the A and B cars. In fact, we have one right here, installed in our car. There we go. One of the most exciting aspects of preserving the BART legacy fleet is we have the car that President Nixon rode in September 1972. In fact, we've been working hard on restoring the car. We have original style seats, oak wood paneling. In fact, we're going to install reproduction carpet. Really give you that 1970s experience. So how was your BART ride, President Nixon?
I'm not a crook. It was good.
Very good. So as much as the Nixon corner represents the early days of BART, we're going to keep this part of the car authentic to the last run. So in 2024, we still have the final run ads. In fact, this car was one of the final cars in service. Our display cases in the B car, 1834, we have a lot of cool BART memorabilia. We have the original central computer. We also have a lot of different things about the BART legacy fleet, including models and tools used to maintain them. And we also have some builder's plates and some historic pictures and items throughout the years. And in our second display case, we have a lot of other cool BART memorabilia. We have a lot of the original schedules and information displays. We also have some opening day and dedication material. We also have a ton of tickets and a lot of BART maintenance equipment. Welcome aboard C1 Car 329, the only preserved C car. In fact, we have our video theater, as you can see right here, in the X end of the car, showing you different old BART films. We have a few more displays too. So right here we have a series of posters showing you the different expansions of BART throughout the 1990s and into the 2000s and 2010s. Oh yeah, so here's the first one, just showing you the different groundbreakings for the different expansions that were coming soon. And as we go through, we have the Colma BART station grand opening. After that was Pittsburgh Bay Point. And after that was, of course, Castro Valley and Dublin Pleasanton stations. BART's 25th anniversary was on September 11th, 1997. And moving forward, we have the new millennium and the SFO Airport and Millbrae extension. Moving into the 2010s, we have the Oakland Airport connector. We also have Warm Springs South Fremont station. And at the very end, we have our 2022 50th anniversary of the BART system. So paying homage to the C2 cars, which are no longer in existence, we do have a few items in our C1 car. So we have the original 1996 first run posters, and in fact we have a reproduction of the Morrison Knudsen builder's plate. So let's go inside the cab of the C car. So we're in the cab of the C1 car. It's a little smaller than the A car, but here are some cool features of the C car. So the door close chime of the C cars is a little different from the original A and later A2 cars. It doesn't have that nice announcement. It's just a nice short chime. Something unique about our C car, and not something that all C cars got, we have the swing or hinge window conversion. So you can look out, do your look back without having to potentially injure yourself. Something unique about the C cars as compared to the original A and B cars was that the C car could be used as lead, trail, and middle cars. This was based on light of the operational inflexibility of the original fleet. So one of the most exciting parts of converting a C car from a lead or trail car into middle car was deploying the flipper doors. So let's go do that. Let's go take a look outside. So yes, tickets are available online at the museum's website, which is wrm.org. And please feel free to stop on by. It's the September 11th, 12th, and 13th weekend. We look forward to seeing you all here. And don't forget, if all goes well, we should have a copy of the book available. This is a book about the BART Legacy Fleet, pretty much everything you want to know. So, but thank you for watching, and hope to see you all again soon.